Right, this is going to be a video on how to use the mod menu, or the menu built into the dev build. And how you open up the menu is a little squiggly line button. It should be right under your escape key on your keyboard. Apparently it's a British thing. But you press that and you get this menu. You could also use your controller on it. But the main features you want are a menu. And here you have a whole plethora of tools you could use. Granted, a lot of these I've messed with, I've crashed the game. But here's a list of some of my favorites. Say you want to add a car into garage. Any car you want. Doesn't have to cost any money at all. You come to test tool. There it is. And then in here you can add whatever you want. Don't press all cars. You'll add every car from the old show to your garage. And I've done it before. You could add credits, you can sell vans. I'm back to vans. Like, there's tons in here you could do. Like all the progression and everything. What I find most useful is this one. Add profile streetcars. Come in here. And what you need to find out, maybe I can link in the description if I find it. There'll be a list of all the IDs. So each car in the game has its own ID called an ordinal. And the ordinal you want to place in here. You just type it in, you press enter, backspace, and you type whatever car you want. I should have, maybe have a list in the description. Be from the future. What I forgot to add, where it says num_cars is the number of cars in your garage. So by default, it's set to 550. So whatever car you put in, it'll add that many cars. And you just press add car. Now I've done this myself, just prove that it works. Say, let me think, because not all the cars are in the garage. Like RX-7s, you get from the street race, only one. And I've got 3. And there's no auction house in here. And I just added the RX-7's ordinal in there, added it, and I just added a bunch. Same with the R32. So I've got R32s, and the barn find. You only meant to get 1. Now this one I find really handy if you're just starting the game. I've tried it before, and doesn't always work. So you can experiment. When you first start the game, you can skip the races. So the first drive at the beginning, you skip it. The second drive, like you skip the showcase, you're gonna get the helicopter. Like, you can skip all these things. Not all of them will work. I can't remember which one it was. But one of them didn't work for me and I just drove. I just did it. This one was like one of the first features I found out about this. If you come to Game 0, come in here. It's all kinds of tests you do on the car. So if you're in a race, you can just finish first, second, third, and it'll finish it instantly for you. Forza AI take over. So if you place a waypoint on the map and you enable that, the AI will take over your car. But you can experiment with this, have fun, try out all sorts of things in there. And then another fun one I love, especially when I'm taking photos in this game, is you come time of day, and hence name, you can change the time of day. And I just press random preset, and I scroll. So that. You find the perfect day if you want. Right day, the right time, the right weather. You scroll through these random presets the game has. And it'll freeze it for you, so it will just stay like that. Usually if you go into the auto show, or you change your car, then it takes it off. I've seen some weird, wacky bugs doing this. with the sky. This is another handy one for taking photos where you want to have fun in the game with like top speeds and stuff. You come to AI open world and you come down to spawning. And you come to blocking and you can force block all like the festival cars, the traffic cars. It'll take them a bit to drive away. But look, they're gone. Once they're driven away and despawned, they won't respawn. This one took me forever. I had to ask a number of people for help that knew in depth about the game, about this. But if you used my DB file, not the DB file, the CMD line in the previous video, if you use my version, you will have, if you come into presentation, you'll have this section called cars. This menu's that's not usually there. If you use my CMD line in the previous video, then you have the option there. If you didn't, it won't be there. And these are all the cars in the world around you. Of course, these are trying to spawn in, but I've blocked them. And you just go down and you find your car. Your car will have a 0 at the end, because your car's the priority car to render in. You go into it, and in here you could have all kinds of fun with the car. Like, yep, visible. Now, stuff like you've seen in pictures, videos, like I've uploaded, where I've had the doors open, or had hoods removed. You come to car scene, force best LODs. You know, it looks a lot more higher quality. Animation, state machine, and you need a controller for this for some reason. But you press right on the D-pad and you come to Car Auto Vista. So your car is in a mode where it thinks it's in Auto Vista. And you can now do this. The car's fully rendered. This car doesn't have it. I'll switch into a car that you can open the hood. Right, I've got this R34, which you can open the hood on. This personally is like one of my favorite examples. Just a machine. Override it. And you can toggle hood. Some have convertibles, and you can put the roof down, take the roof off. There you go. And if you want to remove the hood, not all the cars have this option. You have to mess with it. Yeah, car scene you come to. Car parts operations. And then hopefully you'll have an option called hood. Not all the cars in the game have this. But you come in here and just hide part. And it's removed it. It's still there, but it's just invisible. And all this, you can do a lot of stuff like mess with your car. There you go, no rear bumper. you can come to car body, contain models, and you can go through every single little texture of the car till you can like make it the way you want. Unfortunately, well, at least I don't know of, you can save it. So if you close the game or you change your car, you have to remove and mess with this again until it looks the way you want it. Another handy thing for in the same menu for pictures is come to driver race mode, and you could hide your driver. No, the driver's it's still there, but it's invisible. And in here you can actually select whatever characters you want. So I think this is Kira, is it? The name is? There you go. Yeah, the interior windows bug out like this when you override it. The Forza Vista. It's unfortunate. There you go, look at Kira. reload it. Now Warren. Usually you wouldn't be able to select these characters. Yeah, those were some of my favorite features. You could use this menu. A lot of them don't work. There's Xbox music, VIP. A lot of it doesn't work, but you can experiment with it. Find out what you can find in it. Let me know what you've done. Yeah, I hope this helped some people.